Welcome to Hero Villains. Thank you for always watching and supporting the channel. Who do you think will win between Korg and The Thing? The Thing, one of the pillars of the Fantastic Four, has a super hard stone body possessing enough physical strength to confront the Hulk in many battles. Ben Grimm is also a talented pilot, has extremely skillful hand-to-hand combat skills trained since his military days. Korg, the Kronan warrior who appeared prominently in Thor Ragnarok, also has a stone body, can withstand blows well, and has the power to crush many opponents. He once fought in the Sakaar Arena, surviving among countless fierce warriors, which shows his impressive survival skills and strength. Before we dive into the analysis, please click the subscribe button, please remember to turn on notifications, and click the bell icon. Thank you very much. Benjamin J. Grimm, also known by his alias The Thing, is one of the characters possessing extraordinary strength. He is a mainstay of the Fantastic Four and is considered one of the most powerful beings on Earth, second only to entities of superior levels such as Juggernaut, Hulk, Sentry, and several other supernatural entities. The Thing's main strength lies in his physical abilities, including enormous muscular strength, extreme physical durability, and incredible resistance to physical and energy impacts. The Thing is classified as a Strength Level 5, a scale that indicates he can lift a maximum of about 100 tons under ideal conditions. However, over time, through constant training, fighting, and self-development, the Thing's power level has shown signs of increasing significantly. Although he does not possess the healing ability or godlike strength of some of his other opponents, he has often proven himself to be a warrior not to be taken lightly. The Thing has accomplished many incredible feats, his physical prowess being to prevent a giant alien spaceship from being thrown off Earth, an act that required enormous thrust and extraordinary endurance. He has also lifted an oil rig weighing thousands of tons, an industrial structure that is massive and requires extreme stability when moving, and prevented the collapse of a high-rise building that weighed an estimated 30,000 tons. Not only that, he also brought the entire structure back to its original position safely, helping to preserve the lives of hundreds of people inside, including holding the main cables of the bridge for a long time with a bearing capacity of about 10 tons. The Thing can also overpower a pile-driving mechanism that is said to be strong enough to push through a planet. Underwater, the Thing proves to be on par with Namor's incredible raw strength, even gaining the upper hand. Incredibly, despite being weaker, the Thing is still strong enough to send an attacking Savage Hulk flying with a powerful blow, showing the ability to knock down and stun Savage Hulk while still fighting on his own, also being able to draw blood from Green Scar, who has a much higher base strength level than Savage Hulk, and defeating Immortal Hulk, who is also one of the strongest incarnations of the Green Goliath, who punished the Puppet Master and thus not entirely agreeable to the Puppet Master's control. Indeed, the Thing is always portrayed as the Hulk's rival, albeit usually weaker. The Thing not only possesses impressive physical strength, but has also demonstrated notable techniques, such as the thunderclap, a powerful clapping motion that creates shock waves which is often associated with the Hulk character. When performing this clap, the Thing can create a wave of energy powerful enough to stun even powerful opponents like Magneto, and he has even pushed back a hydraulic press with enough thrust to pierce an entire planet. In another situation, the Thing easily lifted a 150-ton steel and glass pyramid, an act that requires not only strength but also stability and good control of force. He almost defeated Wundar, a being with powers almost equal to Superman in the Marvel Universe. The Thing also carried a bomb to the brain of Ego the Living Plant, showing rare courage and determination. He did not hesitate to continuously attack Red Hulk in a tense melee battle. He also faced Dr. Doom on equal terms when this enemy was enhanced with cosmic power, something that not all superheroes are capable of doing. The Thing defeated Sandman in a battle and showed superior ability when fighting effectively with Miracle Man, a cunning and powerful opponent. In particular, despite often being underestimated compared to Hulk, the Thing had many brutal battles with Hulk, although most of the results were defeat. The Thing showed extremely formidable fighting ability. He defeated a zombie version of Hulk, a creature that was both out of control and possessed super strength, which proved the ability to effectively confront different entities. Not only that, he punched the Hulk through a solid wall, the Thing threw Johnny Storm, Human Torch far enough that Nova burst, a destructive thermal attack did not endanger his teammates or the surrounding environment. He also forcefully separated the jaws of a giant monster that was trying to swallow him, freeing himself with his extraordinary strength. The Thing has destroyed a street lamp and smashed a car with just a normal collision, reflecting the destructive potential of his body. In a fight with Crimson Dynamo, his Russian combat suit was upgraded to a modern one. He even crushed the fist of Hyperion, a creature with almost godlike power, enough to injure his opponent, something very few characters can do. He also tore open a bulkhead door, which was designed to withstand great pressure in extreme environments. In a fit of rage, he crushed Reed Richards' elastic body, Mr. Fantastic, to the point of making his teammate visibly uncomfortable, despite Reed's near-infinite resilience. He crushed Dr. Doom's iconic helmet in his hands, demonstrating absolute dominance. He also made a giant jump to the top of the Baxter building, demonstrating superior mobility for a bulky body. The Thing landed from above on a monster, crushing it to the ground and causing the surrounding structure to crumble, demonstrating the power of both the attack and the impact. Notably, he defeated Dr. Doom, Machine Man, and Rick Jones at the same time, while the latter was wearing Captain Marvel's armor, which not only demonstrated his hand-to-hand combat ability, but also showed his ability to confront multiple powerful opponents at once. It is his perseverance and never giving up that makes him valuable and brave as a warrior. Please subscribe to the channel, it will help us a lot, and moreover, you will see great videos every day. You are the best. Thank you very much. Korg is a warrior from the Kronan race, an ancient species with a living stone body, originating from the planet Sakaar, which is famous for its fierce death arenas. Korg's body is made entirely of super durable stone matter, giving him the ability to withstand extremely large physical damage, as well as superior physical strength. Thanks to this special biological structure, Korg can not only absorb strong impacts, but also create attack forces that cause serious damage to the surrounding environment, such as destroying terrain, breaking structures, and knocking back larger opponents. Korg's favorite weapon is a giant warhammer, which he uses skillfully with a powerful yet skillful fighting style. Professional gladiator who has fought in death matches on Sakaar, he has extensive experience confronting the most powerful creatures and warriors in the galaxy. Despite his rough appearance and somewhat humorous way of speaking, Korg is a true warrior. Although often underestimated due to his slow appearance, Korg has always proven to be loyal and trustworthy in any battle. Korg has faced many enemies, both personal and systemic, most notably the Hulk, the Grandmaster, and traitors from his new home planet of Sakaar. One of Korg's most notable battles took place in the movie Thor Ragnarok, when he and other gladiators were forced to participate in brutal battles in the arena organized by the Grandmaster, the tyrannical ruler of Sakaar. In this deathmatch environment, the Hulk is the most prominent opponent and also the biggest threat. Although Korg did not directly fight the Hulk on screen, the presence of the Hulk as the champion of the arena made Korg and other fighters live in fear and were put in a passive position. The Hulk is seen as a symbol of uncontrollable violence, while Korg, despite his strength, still has to choose other, more intelligent ways to fight back. The Grandmaster is not only a physical opponent, but also a symbol of oppression. With absolute power, he forced Korg and other fighters to fight for fun, turning them into tools of entertainment and controlling power through fear. Korg also had to face betrayal from some of the Sakaar, who were once allies but then turned their backs on him to serve their own interests or obey the Grandmaster in order to survive in a cruel world. Korg has shown his prowess in combat situations, most notably when he stunned Cull Obsidian, one of Thanos' strongest warriors, with a single frontal attack. Korg is still able to make an impact in battle due to his physical strength and courage, and he even fought Adam Warlock, a being created to achieve perfection, and was able to throw Warlock away. However, not all Kronans are so formidable. Another Kronan was defeated by Thor in a single blow, showing that there is a huge difference in fighting ability between individuals depending on experience and warrior spirit. Korg's rock-hard body gives him high resistance to most physical attacks, but he can still be damaged by attacks with divine energy or superhuman strength, such as from Hulk, Zeus, or those with weapons like Mjolnir. However, that does not diminish Korg's value as a veteran warrior who has survived and fought in the brutal arena of the Grandmaster, where only the strongest survive. Please subscribe to the channel, it helps us a lot, and moreover, you will see great videos every day. You are the best. Thank you very much. On the planet Sakaar, there exists an ancient arena run by the Grandmaster, where warriors from different worlds and dimensions are forced to participate in deadly battles, where the warriors' lives are treated as a pastime, and the cheers of the crowd are the soundtrack to pain and despair. Korg, a Kronan warrior, fights not for glory or reward, but for a higher ideal: to free his imprisoned and oppressed comrades. Despite his massive appearance, Korg shows incredible agility in battle, facing the Thing, the legendary warrior of the Fantastic Four, who charges forward like a living tank. Each punch of the Thing carries tremendous power, to the point of cracking the solid stone arena floor, demonstrating physical power beyond superhuman standards. However, Korg does not flinch. He uses an ancient warhammer, an iconic weapon that can rival large-scale combat weapons, to counterattack. Korg's organized fighting skills: he combines strength, classical martial arts techniques, and unexpected mobility for a giant rock creature. With each counterattack, Korg not only shows effective defense, but also skillfully converts the opponent's attack force into a tactical advantage. The Thing temporarily gains the upper hand in the early minutes of the battle thanks to his overwhelming advantage in pure strength. With thunderous blows, he forces Korg back into a corner of the arena and delivers blows so powerful that they shatter part of the armor on his opponent's shoulder. The sound of fists colliding with rock echoes throughout the arena. Korg is not the type of warrior who just stands back and takes a beating. He quickly analyzed the situation, taking advantage of the ancient arena structure filled with ruins and variable gravity areas to turn the tables. With incredible agility, Korg lured the Thing into a gravitational field where the force of gravity increased many times, causing his opponent to lose balance in an instant. Korg changed his tactics completely. Instead of a direct confrontation, he switched to a flexible guerrilla style, using his unexpected speed and flexible mobility that few expected a creature of stone like him to be able to do. He continuously attacked from behind and on both sides, forcing the Thing to fumble around on defense, unable to respond effectively. The Thing revealed a weakness. A sudden attack from behind by Korg caused the protective stone on his side to crack open, revealing the wound inside. His biologically specific nosebleed slowly dripped onto the hot sand, steaming slightly, signaling that the Thing was truly wounded. It was a rare moment when the Invincible had to acknowledge the true danger from his opponent. Korg, sensing the moment of reckoning, activated the ancient energy embedded in his warhammer. A brown light flashed, swirling like compressed lightning, releasing an ancient energy once thought to be lost, a strike only used when there was no way back. The surface of the hammer glowed with energy veins, and he poured all his strength into the decisive swing. The Thing, despite his body being split open, nosebleeds oozing from every crevice of the stone, still stood firm in his rage. He roared his iconic words, "It's clobberin' time!" as a final declaration of war before unleashing his most powerful punch, gathering all the strength of a being that had faced the mightiest forces in the universe. The moment the two strikes collided, the entire arena seemed to be engulfed in an explosion of pure power. The pressure from the two huge energy sources colliding caused the ground to split into two huge pieces. Rock dust rolled up like a tsunami. Both warriors had now pushed their bodies to the limit. Heavy breathing, cracked armor, pieces of debris falling down as evidence of a brutal battle. On their cracked bodies were traces of strength. The Thing, his massive body now covered in cracks, staggered but still maintained his stance. His eyes shone with fatigue but also determination. Korg, even though he was unconscious on the sand, had a smile of a true warrior. In his last breath before passing out, he softly said, "Not bad, American rock. Winner, Grimm, The Thing." I hope you enjoyed this fight. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Follow me if you like. That's it for today's video. Thank you very much.